I'm going to talk about my grading policy and assessment policy on mega code during advanced cardiac life support, both in the paramedic course that I teach. As you see, we're in the simulation lab here at WITC. We have a simulation mannequin that does all sorts of things, including palpable pulses, breathing, lung sounds, heart sounds, and all of the things that we would need to simulate a real live patient. There are three people that are involved in a megacode demonstration and assessment. That includes the student, who would be right where I'm standing, working with the patient and interacting with the patient, the mannequin itself, the instructor, who is over at the side behind me, or behind there, and then we have a simulation technician that's actually running the monitor and the simian through a set of doors. So it's supposed to simulate the real live patient and student interaction in a megacode situation. I use an assessment grid, and I'll have this at class for us to take a look at and evaluate, but it takes a 1 to 5 numerical score on the evaluation of each separate step of treatment and assessment during a megacode competency. The student is rated on a 1 being unacceptable and a 5 being outstanding and above the level expected, through by the instructor as he interacts and reacts to the patient and the changes that happen. During a megacode, the patient starts alive and becomes dead, being able to be seen by the lack of breathing, the palpable pulses or lack thereof, and the monitor and the screen that you see here also. As that student interacts and deals with the cardiac arrest, he's evaluated on each component on the grid, whether or not it's done so effectively. As the student is complete, he will be graded on a point system and given a letter grade for movement to the final written exam. If he does not successfully complete at a C or above, then he would have to redo the assessment, redo the same grid with a different megacode scenario with our simulation mannequin, and to give a second try at getting that correct. After that, they are able to take the written portion of the exam. The reason we use a simulation mannequin is because, again, the patient does end up deceased in cardiac arrest, and we're able to simulate that in this patient, where right now he looks to be breathing. He can actually feel a pulse rate down here. We could listen to a blood pressure, hear his lung sounds, hear his heart sounds, almost like a real live patient. Gives us a feeling of realism. As we're grading the grid, it gives that student a thought that this could be a real person, now they've gone deceased. So again, it's that whole realism component, and the assessment is what we use to grid and grade our students so that they can continue on through the course of advanced cardiac life support, get ready and take the final written exam, and then have a successful certification in that.